Hi there guys, so I'm back today with a deep video here. So it's in regards to my feelings in my chest, my thoughts, and how I've been doing with sort of on-off relationships with a few girls. So if I just dive in, whenever it comes to my feelings, and if I was to catch feelings for a girl right now, I'm the type that would fall in love very hard, and I do sort of a bit of love bombing at the beginning, if that makes sense. And it's not coming from a place of, like I just love people, like I just want to keep messaging them or even tell them in real life. What it is like my way or habit, growing up is whenever I get the opportunity of love or, sort of taking things further with a girl, I do take it that much further. And there's also the element of competing. Now, I don't know why my brain always thinks like that or puts that in my thoughts. It's like I'm competing with somebody else that she might be talking to or seeing or something. And it's definitely coming from a place of insecurity. So I had a talk with a girl that I sort of didn't talk to for a few months on here. And when I went back today for the first 2-3 hours, the conversation was amazing. Like, as in the way I was like typing back, the way she's typing, things like that. But I feel like I'm like going in hard at the beginning, like telling her like, you're the only one, things like that. It's very nice, and it's basically the foundations of love, I believe. But it doesn't really mean this is love, me and this person. So it's like after those 2 or 3 hours are done and the conversation sort of dries up, where do I go from there? And once that happens, the last time we spoke and the time before that, it's like I literally don't know what to say, because I can't keep, sort of just talking about love and how much you mean to me the whole time. Like, we have to talk about different things. And sometimes the different girls, they do that. So they talk about different things like, oh, I went to the library the other day, things like that. And I don't know why I've got this sort of response. Like, it's like I reply back by not continuing with what she said. So the example of I went to a library or went to the shop, I say vague things like, oh, okay, what did you get? What book did you read in the library? It's just things like that that are not really interesting, I believe. And she replies back with, I did this, I did that. And then I say, okay, nice. Or, I wouldn't have got that book, I would have got this book, things like that. It's just like, it's missing the fire. Like, unless I'm sort of love bombing or talking about how much she means to me, it's missing the actual conversation. So I find it hard to just have a normal conversation with a girl, just like normal back and forth ping pong. It doesn't have to be all loved up. It doesn't have to be aimed directly for the heart. And I think part of it is like the way my mind could be wired throughout the years. Like, I'm sort of built in a emotional and sensitive sort of in a way. So whenever I talk to a girl, it's definitely all about, capturing the mind, the heart. And if I was to meet her, it's by, maybe physical touch with her, things like that. But just being there, me, her, and just naturally going off a rhythm, I find that difficult. And it's like I wasn't taught that. But nobody's really taught love anyways, or how to be with, a partner. People are just naturally, they just naturally learn. And sometimes the only reason why you don't learn, which I think is for my case, is like you've been through trauma, if maybe you've been neglected before. So I've lost a lot of friends that I thought would be there forever. And we were friends for a decade or more, and things didn't work out overnight. And, we just saw everything differently. So there was no point being friends, I believe. So we parted ways. And after that, with my relationship with a few girls as well, the same thing. So after a few months, it's like something doesn't work out. That's natural. I can't keep forcing things. it sort of ends as well. So a lot of the relationships in my life in general have just ended. New ones start and then they end after a month or two. So there's that insecurity and fear of abandonment deep down within me, I believe. And with the given depersonalization, so the extreme trauma response I had in 2011, which lasted for 14, 15 years. And I'm just now, the last few months trying to get over that. I feel that it's, that's caused a lot of issues and maybe trust issues as well. Like, I find it very difficult to just naturally bounce off a girl without sort of having to overthink. And a lot of the times, even when it's going smooth, it's like my brain runs with it, like, look at the future now, you're going to be married, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. It's sweet, but it's a Disney mindset, if that makes sense. So I'm now trying to relearn, like, where the fear of abandonment and the fearful avoidant attachment style that may have come from. If I can learn where it came from and the actual responses I do that are from the fear of, attachment style stuff and not coming from me generally, if I can class that and sort of see the difference, then maybe I can start to do the healing work that I need to do in order for me to pursue healthy relationships and just for myself as well. But also, if I want to, get in a bit more in detail, whenever I talk to a girl, I feel like I have to entertain, I have to bring everything to the table. I'm that man, like, I have to show her the world. And it doesn't really have to be that, because any sort of relation, any love entanglement or love story or relationship is literally appreciating the person for who they are, and they need to do the same for you as well. So you need to meet in the same frequency, and you don't need to overdo much as well. But then I watched that today, so as I messaged the girl, after 2-3 hours, it sort of diminished, that energy diminished, and it was just stale. And until now, she's left on scene. And it's not nice, but, I can't keep asking questions and, keep doing the same thing back and forth. So I'm just going to let it play out naturally and sit with this emotion right now. So I actually feel like my chest at the beginning was feeling all nice, warm, when things are going perfect. And then now it's like a bit, sinking a bit uncertainty. And it's definitely caused a bit of anxiety in me, nervousness, and a bit of the disassociation. Like, I just feel a bit more depersonalized as well. But if anybody knows out there, like, what it is that, the issues that I might be having when it comes to talking to girls, like, keep in mind, like, before, years ago, when I used to talk to girls, like, I'd say 2020, 2021, around there, I used to completely perform in a way. So it would always be like, I'm trying to be the guy that she's looking for. So maybe part of it is still with me mentally, and I'm trying to be a bit more authentic. So a bit of tug of war there. So is it performing issues that I have here? Is it just plain old anxiety? Is it a expectation that I've set for myself internally or mentally years ago that I'm still trying to achieve here? Or what it is that I'm going through? Is it natural? Is it normal? But let me know. That's the sort of predicament I'm in today. So I'm feeling it literally right now, sat with it, and I'll try to keep you guys updated if I can do a reel later on, and hopefully one or two of you out there will know what I'm going through, and if you can get back to me in the comment section, it'd be really appreciated. But thank you so much, and I'll catch you guys on the next part. Take care, guys.